Hey everyone, how y'all doing today? I hope everyone's doing good. It's your girl Alice from Pittsburgh. It really sounds weird when I say it. But I wanted to see how y'all were doing today. I'm tired. I'm whooped. I cleaned up house all day. I've been cleaning house all week. Not even all day, but all week. It's like oh my gosh. I'll pick up a pile, put a pile another way, do another pile, put a pile another way. Like, it's insane. And I don't know why it's like that for me, but it is. So, right now, I am just chilling and sitting down. Ugh. Sorry, I don't like to do those kind of close-ups to my face, but I just looking at my eyeshadow. It looks corny. But anyway, I wanted to tell you guys a brief story about how I share recipes with people. Long time ago, maybe about 8 years ago. No, not 8 years ago. Maybe about 4 years ago, I started writing recipes. And what happened was we were looking for a recipe of my mother's and we couldn't find it. And it was a cookie recipe and nobody could find it anywhere. So I just started writing recipes because I'm like looking up the cookies. It was called jumbo cookies. And I was looking up the cookies that I wanted to make. And I just started making cookies for people so that, what developed into something so simple. Like, okay, so my daughter was in culinary school. And I come from a very old-fashioned, old school. And when I mean old school, I mean squirrel soup old school. They raised all the women how to cook. I don't know. I might have got lost right there a little bit. But what it is I come from a big family. And they all know how to cook. We all know how to cook and everything. So what we always like to do is to get together my mother always cooked big meals. She just always cooked big meals. It was all the time. My mother cooked regardless of anything. She was cooking, cook. She was in that kitchen. And my mother was from Mississippi. So, she threw down. I mean, I miss her cooking. Everybody misses her cooking. It was the best food I've ever had. I miss her and I miss her cooking. And so I thought about how she used to write recipes. So I started writing recipes just to, get myself a little book going of some of the things I'd like to make. And I've made a lot of recipes for me and my husband. A lot of recipes. I mean, a lot of recipes for I've cooked a lot more in the last 5 years than I have years ago. So I just went ahead and I started writing and I just love it. But when I was in school, okay, so just to give you an example, when I was in school, even starting off in elementary school, I had to have my pencils a certain way. They always had to be sharp and the eraser has to be nice. I don't know why I was that particular about it. And I had to have a pen that wrote good, but it had to have a cap. And if I didn't like the way the pen writes, I wouldn't use that pen. I'll just put it somewhere. I have a pen fetish. I do. When I was in school, I wanted to be in the news. I wanted to be a news reporter. I wanted to be on the radio. I wanted to go to school for broadcast journalism. That's where I wanted to go. I wanted to go to school for broadcast journalism, and it just never happened. I ended up having my kids, so I didn't get a chance to go and do that. So a lot of things happened between the years of high school and my kids reaching about 20 years old or older. So I just threw myself into writing these recipes. And then I started writing recipes like recipes. I put recipes. Now that instead of meals, I put recipes. That means those are the main courses. And then I have appetizers. I have side dishes. I have cold recipes. I have everything. Bread, cookies, the sweets, I have them all designated. And I ended up writing close to 30 big, full palettes. Books. Those big binders that you can buy at anywhere for office supplies. They're the biggest ones, I think. And they're all compacted, all filled with recipes. I just started, writing and using it as a way to, deal with my PTSD and my anxiety and depression. So I just throw myself into writing. And when am I going to make this recipe? I don't know, but I'm going to have it. But also, if my daughter ever does want to have her, get herself a restaurant and get, because that was her passion, and I'm trying to push that passion back on her because she lost. I want her to always have that passion for cooking because that's just the way it is. In this family, you got to have passion for cooking. That's why I don't understand how my son can date girls that don't cook. I can never understand how my son can date girls that don't cook. I mean, I mean, for real, I just be like, for real, she can't cook. I'm not saying all of y'all. I'm just saying majority. Now, Nadia, my granddaughter's mom, she's been cooking, and I have to give her handed down cast iron skillet. Because, over the course of the years, I done handed down some cast iron skillets where the relationships didn't work and they still have the skillet. But it was a gift. So I would never ask for them back. But at the same time, I'm like, I'm never giving anybody another appliance again unless it's Nadia. Because Nadia has my appliances. Everything I've given her, she says she still has it. So I'm pretty happy about that. And that means a lot to me. So I've been sending her recipes because I want my granddaughter to know how Mima cooked and how Mima loved cooking. And then maybe she could cook and use some of my recipes as she gets older. I mean, we are all like, I always help when I send, I like seeing the passion of cooking food in the kitchen, like in YouTubers. Like, for instance, Kim Tai, I like to send her recipes. She reminds me of me, the way I was a long time ago. So happy, bouncy. She's a beautiful girl. She cares so much about people, and she just reminds me of a younger me. Like, I still care about people, but I've been through a lot in my life, and this girl talks about her mental health, and mental health matters. Trust me, because I wasn't born with PTSD, and I wasn't born with depression, and I was not born with anxiety. That was all stuff that accumulated over the years. So, the past. So that's the thing. And I like sending out recipes. I like mailing recipes. I like coming down with recipes. I like finding recipes. I do. It's become a hobby. Instead of one little thing, it became a big hobby. So I don't know, but I've always thought, okay, I know how to cook. So I can't go on the world's worst cooks because I could cook. That wouldn't be fair, but I could act like I don't cook. Oh my gosh, I just thought about that. I could act like I don't cook and get on the worst cooks of America and win the money. Nah, I wouldn't do that. Because I just don't understand how people don't know how to cook. Like, you gotta know how to cook for yourself. But anyway, I like the passion in the girls that I see who are cooking, and they're also doing this. Now, I'm doing this and sending it to them. This is something that they can do on YouTube. There's something that they can do on YouTube. Try to make a recipe. Or make a recipe and then just eat it. Share whatever. I don't know. But it's something that could be good for your channel, because I don't want to be selfish with it. I want to share it, because I've got a lot of recipes. And I still got recipes on my table that I'm going to be going through. So once I sit and get them organized on the table, I'll let you guys see it, because it's a lot. But, that's why I like to write out recipes. I think it's therapeutic. It's very therapeutic. It gets my mind, I focus on making sure my penmanship is very unique, and my penmanship is very good before, if I mess up on something, I tear the whole paper up and I start all over again. That's just how I was, because like I said, when I was in school, I didn't do the yes or no answers, yes or no. I circled the yes or no or whatever and also wrote a paragraph. Like, I cannot answer a question with a one line. Like, I had to answer questions in a paragraph because that's just, I wanted to write, right? That's all I like to do. And I wanted to meet people, and I wanted to go places and do things. And I didn't have a chance to do that majority of my life while I was raising my kids. But now I can. But at the same time, I appreciate YouTube because me having the PTSD and the social anxiety and the things sometimes I may push myself through and things I don't push myself through. I can make videos when I want to. I can go as fast or slow. There's nobody micromanaging me, nobody demeaning me, nobody talking down to me, nobody pointing fingers at me. I don't have to deal with bosses. I don't have to deal with bad employees, co-workers, the shit people do. No, the shit people do to each other, I can't live that kind of life. My anxiety and my depression and PTSD just won't let that happen. I get it's a fight or flight, and I'll leave. I'm just that type. Okay, it's time for me to go. That's why I always like to go anywhere. But when I would go places with my nieces and my nephews, because mind you, we're all like the same age, around the same age, because my mother was having kids at the same time my older sister was having kids. Yes, that's why there's 7 of us, and we have a big family. So I just decided that I'm just gonna do this. Mail them out, and there's some I mail recipes out to my nieces, to my nephews. I mail them out to people, and they actually like them. They try them, and then they'll let me know what they try. And then my new sister-in-law, which is my brother's Eugene's future wife, I send her some stuff, and she's vegetarian. No, not vegetarian, like pescatarian. I don't know. Like, they can eat they eat fish and maybe chicken, but fish, seafood, but not meat. I don't know, but I've sent her recipes because I just do study on. I know, and I'll also tell you this: I pay attention to detail. I know what people like, and I know what people don't like, and I know what people are willing to try, and I know what people aren't. I know what people like. I pay attention to it. I pay a lot of attention to it. I pay a lot of attention to the culture that these girls or guys or gentlemen or young ladies that I write to, the recipes, and just mail them out. I mail them out every week. I just do it. But what was I just saying? Oh yeah, I really, really pay attention to it. I don't know if anybody else does, but I pay attention to a lot of it. But hopefully I can get up in my kitchen here pretty soon, and I can make a video and show you guys how I like to cook, because I will cook it, and once I cook it, I will sit down and eat it, and that's about it. So, all right. I don't know. Y'all let me know what you guys like to do. Like, let me know if you guys like to cook. What is some of the foods that you guys like? Like, what family traditions do y'all have? Who handed down the green bean casseroles? You know what I'm saying? Who handed down? And then when I look for green bean casseroles, I'll get 75 different ways to make green bean casserole. That's why I look up stuff. So I try to stay on top of that. So, all right. Well, my 2 dogs are asleep, and are about to get up and start running me crazy, because all I've done is go after them all day. I've said their names more than I don't even know. I couldn't compare it to anything. I've said their names more than I've called my kids' names when they were in trouble when they were little. Bella, Jade, Bella, Tamau, Tamia, Tamau, Tamia, Tamau, Tamia. It's all day. Oh. But, that's why I'm glad these ones are dogs, because you can easily give them a bone and they'll go, or an raw hides go chew on it. Well, not Bella, because she don't have any bottom teeth. But okay, well, I'll talk to you guys. Everybody, please be safe. I'm in PA, and it's a winter storm advisory. It's ice. There's been a lot of accidents, a lot of trees falling over, power lines, just all kind of stuff. It's crazy. So if you guys are near the area, greater Pittsburgh area, Western Pennsylvania, just stay home. There's nothing you really need. If you need something that bad, just go on the internet and order it. Just, just go see it. Just go order it. Gosh, you know what I mean? But all right, I want everybody to have a good day. I will be back later on with another video showing you guys how my recipe collection has came. And just to say hello again. So, with that being said, I will talk to you guys later. Make sure that y'all bang on that like button. That's right. Bang on that like button. Bang on the like button. Then what? You subscribe to my channel, please. Leave a comment. And hit that notification bell. So every time I put up a video, I hope you guys would love to come see. But I may not be, gibbering on or may not be gibbering on. All right, everybody have a good weekend, and I will talk to you soon. Okay, bye, bye, bye.